There are places you won't find on tourist maps, yet once you arrive, it feels like they've always existed in your dreams. Mountains without names, not marked on GPS, still live in the hearts of the people who call them sacred. And in the highlands, life moves quietly, whispering stories the world has never heard until now. I began this journey searching for silence, but with each step, I was pulled deeper into something far more ancient, more alive. In Zhangjiajie, I stood before sandstone pillars piercing the clouds, like nature's forgotten cathedrals. Mist curled around them, and the world below felt like a distant memory. In Fanjingshan, I climbed hundreds of stone steps to a floating temple in the sky, 7,500 feet above sea level, where the heavens and earth seemed to touch. And in places like Yasano, Libo, and Basong Tso, I didn't just witness nature, I felt it breathe beside me. This is not the China you see in travel ads. It's raw, sacred, and so real, it will leave you speechless. Walk with me through the valleys, across cliffs, and into the silence. Because mountain life here isn't just a view, it's a story, a rhythm, a living memory, waiting to be felt. Fenghuang Ancient Town is a living time capsule, where cobbled alleyways, lantern-lit bridges, and wooden riverside houses whisper stories from centuries past. Cradled by mountains and embraced by the Tuojiang River, this mystical town feels like a painting brought to life, where every stone and stream flows with history. Located in western Hunan province, Fenghuang, meaning phoenix, is named after the mythical bird of rebirth. And true to its name, the town has preserved its charm through dynasties, wars, and the passing of time. It is recognized as one of China's most beautiful ancient towns, with its origins dating back over 1,300 years. Timeless stilted houses perch over the river, their wooden balconies adorned with drying herbs and fluttering red banners. Small boats drift silently past, while residents wash vegetables in the same water that has nourished generations. At night, the town glows with amber light, and the reflections on the water mirror a world untouched by modern haste. Beyond its beauty, Fenghuang is rich in cultural soul. It's home to the Miao and Tujia ethnic minorities, whose colorful customs, silver jewelry, and traditional embroidery infuse the streets with a vibrant heartbeat. As you wander through its narrow lanes or sip tea beside the river, you're not just a visitor, you become a part of its living poetry. Fenghuang ancient town is where history lingers in the air and time slows down just enough to let you breathe in the magic of old China. It's not just a destination, it's a journey into the heart of heritage and harmony. Zhangjiajie is a masterpiece of nature, an otherworldly landscape where ancient sandstone pillars pierce the misty skies, standing like silent guardians of time. These surreal stone spires, scattered across deep valleys and dense forests, inspired the floating mountains in the film Avatar and continue to captivate visitors from around the world. Located in China's Hunan province, Zhangjiajie National Forest Park was the country's first UNESCO World Natural Heritage Site, designated in 1992. Its unique quartzite sandstone formations have been shaped over millions of years by erosion, weather, and the ceaseless power of nature. Over 3,000 towering peaks rise from the earth, some reaching heights of over 1,000 meters. Among them stands the Hallelujah Mountain, a breathtaking pinnacle that seems to defy gravity. Skywalks and glass bridges now span some of these formations, offering brave travelers a dizzying view of the deep chasms below. But Zhangjiajie is more than scenery. It holds spiritual depth. Hidden within the canyons are ancient temples, sacred caves, and echoes of Tujia and Miao minority cultures that still call this land home. The fusion of geological wonder and cultural heritage gives the area a timeless, almost mythological feel. Today, Zhangjiajie stands as a stunning symbol of China's natural richness and mystical beauty. It's a place where nature speaks in stone, mist, and silence, inviting every traveler to lose themselves in its towering splendor. Deep in the misty hills of southeastern China lies one of the country's most fascinating architectural wonders, Fujian Tulu. At first glance, they look like ancient fortresses or even alien structures. But these massive circular buildings are actually traditional Hakka communal homes, built entirely from earth, wood, and stone. Each Tulu is a self-contained world, with thick earthen walls, sometimes more than 6 feet wide and several stories high. They were designed to withstand war, weather, and time. Inside, hundreds of family members live together around a central courtyard, sharing kitchens, stories, and generations of tradition. Walking into a Tulu is like stepping back centuries. The wooden balconies creak with age, lanterns swing in the breeze, elderly residents sip tea, while children play in the open courtyard. Life moves slowly, gently, just as it has for hundreds of years. What makes these structures even more incredible is their harmony with the landscape. Nestled among rice paddies, rivers, and bamboo groves, the Tulu feel like they've grown from the earth itself. Now recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, Fujian Tulu are more than homes. They are living monuments to community, resilience, and the power of cultural identity. Step inside and you'll feel something rare, a sense of unity that modern life often forgets. The Great Wall of China is one of the most iconic symbols of ancient ingenuity and human determination. Stretching over 13,000 miles across mountains, deserts, and grasslands, this architectural marvel tells the story of centuries of defense, unity, and legacy. First built over 2,000 years ago during the Qin dynasty and expanded by successive dynasties like the Han and Ming, the wall served as a formidable barrier against invasions from the north. But it's more than just a military relic. It's a living monument to the resilience of a civilization. Some sections of the wall snake along rugged ridgelines, like the breathtaking stretches at Badaling and Mutianyu, offering sweeping views of China's vast countryside. Others remain hidden, crumbling quietly through remote valleys, embraced by nature and time. In 1987, UNESCO recognized the Great Wall as a World Heritage Site, honoring not only its monumental scale, but also its profound cultural significance. The wall is lined with watchtowers, beacons, and ancient garrisons, each stone carrying echoes of battles fought and empires forged. Today, the Great Wall stands as a powerful symbol of China's enduring spirit, inviting travelers from around the globe to walk along its time-worn stones and feel the weight of history beneath their feet. Zhaoxingdong village isn't the kind of place you pass through just to take a few photos and leave. It's a place that makes you pause, listen, and feel the quiet rhythm of an ancient life still flowing gently in the modern world. Tucked deep within the lush valleys of Guizhou province, Zhaoqing is one of the largest and best preserved Dong ethnic villages in China. Here, you won't find skyscrapers or traffic horns, only layers of wooden rooftops, traditional drum towers, and covered bridges that look like they've been painted from a dreamlike landscape. The Dong people are known for their folk music and distinctive architecture. In the village, there are 5 drum towers, each representing a different clan. These towers are not only places for gathering, but also cultural hearts, where villagers sing ancient songs under the moonlight while streams gently murmur nearby. In the early morning, a soft mist settles over the rooftops, making the whole village feel like it's drifting between the clouds. Children run barefoot on the earth, elders spin threads under wooden eaves, and women in indigo-dyed garments dip fabrics in natural dye baths. Every detail creates a serene symphony of traditional rural life. Zhaoqing Dong Village is more than a destination. It's a place to listen, to breathe, and to touch a living culture that has never stopped beating. A place where every step feels like a page of history, and every glance is a line of poetry. High in the rolling hills of southern China lies a masterpiece carved by human hands and shaped by the rhythm of the earth. Longsheng Rice Terraces, also known as the Dragon's Backbone Rice Terraces. For over 650 years, the Zhuang and Yao people have sculpted these hillsides into sweeping layers of rice fields that twist and curl like the scales of a sleeping dragon. Each terrace follows the contours of the mountains, creating a breathtaking display of harmony between nature and mankind. In spring, the terraces fill with water and reflect the sky like mirrors. In summer, they ripple with vibrant green rice shoots. By autumn, the hills glow golden with ripe harvests, and in winter, a light dusting of snow turns them into silent stairways to the clouds. Villages like Ping'an and Dazhai perch on the slopes, where wooden stilt houses balance over the ridges, and locals still wear colorful traditional clothes. Life here moves slowly, in tune with the seasons and the land. To walk the paths between these terraces is to witness a living painting, one that has been drawn and redrawn by generations. The air smells of soil and rain, and every step tells a story of resilience, tradition, and the quiet beauty of rural China. Longsheng is not just a destination. It's a reminder that when people live with the land, not against it, they can shape mountains into poetry. Tucked between towering cliffs and the flowing waters of the Heng River lies a town so unique it almost seems impossible. This is Yanjin County, a place where nature's extremes have shaped not only the land, but the way people live. With buildings stacked tightly between mountains and river, Yanjin has earned its name as the narrowest city in the world. Here, streets are barely wide enough for a single vehicle, and homes cling to the rock face as if defying gravity. Life unfolds in layers, above, below, beside, creating a vertical village that feels more like a living sculpture than a town. Despite the tight space, Yanjin is full of life. Children walk to school along riverside walkways. Markets buzz with locals selling fresh vegetables, tea, and handmade goods. From above, the town looks like a ribbon, woven tightly through the mountains. There's a quiet magic to this place. The river sings a constant song. The mountains cast long, shifting shadows. And every day, the people of Yanjin move in harmony with their landscape, proving that beauty can bloom in even the narrowest spaces. Yanjin isn't just a town, it's a story of resilience, adaptation, and the poetic dance between man and nature. One step here, and you'll feel it. This is a place unlike any other in the world. Far from the bustling cities and echoing streets of China, nestled deep within the Min Mountains of northern Sichuan, lies a land that feels hand-painted by nature itself. Zhujiagu Valley, a place where waterfalls sing, lakes glow like sapphire gems, and forests dance through the seasons in every shade imaginable. This UNESCO World Heritage Site isn't just a scenic destination, it's a dream turned real. The name Zhujiagu means Valley of Nine Villages, and its Tibetan heritage can still be felt in the prayer flags, fluttering in the breeze, and the quiet, spiritual energy that hums beneath its surface. What truly makes Zhujiagu magical is its water, crystal-clear lakes that shimmer in turquoise and emerald, reflecting mountains and skies like perfect mirrors. The Five-Flower Lake, with its multicolored tones and ancient tree trunks visible beneath the surface, feels like a portal to another world. Tumbling down mossy cliffs are waterfalls like the Pearl Shoal and Nuori Lang, cascading in white curtains that roar and whisper depending on the season. Each step through this valley reveals another breathtaking corner. Golden autumn trees glowing against deep blue water, or frozen cascades that gleam like crystal in winter. But Jiuzhaigou is not just a feast for the eyes, it's nourishment for the spirit. There's a hush in the air, a sacred quiet that invites you to slow down, breathe, and just listen. Whether you're walking beside a glassy lake or standing before a waterfall taller than trees, it feels like the valley is gently telling you a story, one of balance, harmony, and wonder. Tucked deep within the tranquil mountains of Sichuan lies a place that time seems to have forgotten, Zizhu Temple, or the Purple Bamboo Temple. Surrounded by a forest of swaying bamboo and often wrapped in drifting fog, this ancient sanctuary feels more like a dream than a destination. Built over 1,000 years ago, during the Tang dynasty, Zizhu Temple is more than just a place of worship. It's a retreat for the soul. The temple's name comes from the lush purple bamboo groves that embrace its grounds, whispering gently with the wind like nature's own chant. Here, monks still rise with the sun, their chants echoing through the valleys, mixing with birdsong and the rustle of leaves. Incense coils slowly burn under the curved roofs, filling the air with a warm, calming scent. Winding stone paths lead visitors through ancient halls, faded murals, and quiet courtyards where time seems to stand still. Every detail, from the moss-covered statues to the carved wooden beams, tells stories of centuries of devotion, peace, and solitude. Few travelers make their way to Zizhu Temple, and that's what makes it special. It's not about crowds or grandeur, but about silence, space, and serenity. It's a place to breathe, reflect, and remember what stillness feels like. Zizhu Temple isn't just a hidden gem. It's a living poem carved into the mountains, inviting you to listen, to feel, and to simply be. Sprawling across northern China, Inner Mongolia is a region of immense natural beauty, where endless grasslands meet dramatic deserts and ancient traditions blend with modern life. This unique destination offers travelers a glimpse into the nomadic lifestyle, stunning landscapes, and a rich cultural heritage that has thrived for centuries. The iconic Hulunbuir grasslands, often called some of the most beautiful grasslands in the world, stretch as far as the eye can see. In summer, they transform into a vibrant sea of green, dotted with wildflowers and traditional Mongolian yurts. Visitors can experience horseback riding, savor local delicacies like roasted lamb, or stay in a yurt to immerse themselves in the timeless traditions of the Mongolian nomads. For those seeking desert adventures, the Kubuki Desert and the Badain Jaran Desert are breathtaking destinations. Kubuki offers camel rides, sandboarding, and mesmerizing views of golden dunes, while the Badain Jaran is famous for its towering dunes and hidden lakes, creating a surreal and otherworldly landscape. Inner Mongolia is also rich in cultural landmarks. The Genghis Khan Mausoleum in Ordos pays tribute to the legendary leader of the Mongol Empire, while ancient ruins, Buddhist temples, and petroglyphs scattered throughout the region reveal its deep historical roots. The vibrant city of Hohhot, the region's capital, combines modern amenities with traditional charm. Here, you can explore the stunning Dazhao Temple, enjoy authentic Mongolian cuisine, and learn about the region's history at the Inner Mongolia Museum. Whether you're gazing at the star-filled skies over the grasslands, marveling at the vastness of the deserts, or immersing yourself in Mongolian culture, Inner Mongolia is a land of extraordinary beauty and enduring traditions, offering a journey like no other. Nestled at the foot of the Jade Dragon Snow Mountain in Yunnan, Blue Moon Valley is a breathtaking natural wonder that captivates visitors with its turquoise blue waters, cascading waterfalls, and serene alpine scenery. The valley, located near Lijiang, is named for its crescent-shaped lakes that resemble a blue moon when viewed from above, especially on clear days when the waters reflect the surrounding snow-capped peaks. The valley is home to a series of 4 interconnected lakes: Jade Lake, Mirror Lake, Blue Moon Lake, and Wave Listening Lake, each possessing its own unique beauty. The striking blue hues of the water come from limestone deposits, which, combined with the pure glacial runoff from the mountains, create an otherworldly, crystal-clear effect. The contrast of the vibrant blue lakes against the lush greenery and rugged mountains makes for a picture-perfect landscape. Aside from its scenic beauty, Blue Moon Valley holds cultural significance for the Naxi people, an ethnic minority in Yunnan. They believe the valley is blessed by their ancient deities and often perform traditional ceremonies and dances near the waters. Visitors can explore the valley via wooden walkways and viewing platforms, take in the peaceful surroundings, or ride a horse along the scenic trails. Just as the locals have done for centuries. Whether you come for the photogenic landscapes, the cultural heritage, or the tranquility of nature, Blue Moon Valley is a must-visit destination for those seeking an escape into one of China's most enchanting and unspoiled natural wonders. After the grandeur of the Forbidden City, my journey took me high into the mountains to a place that seemed to touch the heavens itself, the Potala Palace in Lhasa, Tibet. As I approached, the iconic red and white structure perched atop Mapo Re Hill took my breath away. Rising majestically against the backdrop of the snow-capped Himalayas, the Potala Palace seemed like a bridge between the earthly and the divine. This UNESCO World Heritage Site, once the winter residence of the Dalai Lama, is not only an architectural marvel, but also a symbol of Tibetan culture and spirituality. Climbing the winding stone steps leading up to its gates, I felt the altitude in every breath, but the anticipation of exploring this sacred place kept me going. Reaching the top, I was rewarded with panoramic views of Lhasa, its sprawling cityscape surrounded by vast plains and towering peaks. Stepping inside the Potala Palace, I was enveloped in an atmosphere of reverence and history. The palace is divided into two sections: the White Palace, which served as the administrative quarters, and the Red Palace, dedicated to religious study and prayer. The contrast between these two sections highlights the dual nature of the palace as both a seat of power and a spiritual sanctuary. As I wandered through the palace's labyrinthine corridors and rooms, I was struck by the richness of the decorations. Walls adorned with intricate murals depicted scenes from Tibetan history and Buddhist teachings. Golden statues of Buddhas, bodhisattvas, and deities gleamed in the soft light of yak butter lamps, filling the air with a faint, earthy aroma. The sheer number of sacred relics and treasures stored within the palace was staggering, each a testament to Tibet's deep spiritual heritage. One of the most awe-inspiring spaces was the Chapel of the Dalai Lama, where an enormous golden stupa houses the remains of past Dalai Lamas. The detail and craftsmanship of the stupa were breathtaking, with gemstones and gold leaf sparkling in the dim light. Standing in this sacred space, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of peace and connection to something greater than myself. The Potala Palace isn't just a historical site, it's a living symbol of Tibetan resilience and spirituality. The devotion of the pilgrims who travel great distances to circumambulate the palace or offer prayers at its gates is a powerful reminder of its significance to the Tibetan people. After the poetic charm of Hangzhou, my journey took me to Mount Qingcheng, a place revered as one of the birthplaces of Taoism and a haven of natural and spiritual tranquility. Nestled in Sichuan province and surrounded by misty mountains and lush greenery, Mount Qingcheng felt like stepping into a sanctuary where nature and spirituality exist in perfect harmony. From the base of the mountain, the towering peaks were shrouded in a veil of mist, creating an ethereal atmosphere that made the journey feel like an ascent into a mystical realm. The dense forest enveloping the mountain seemed alive with the sound of chirping birds, rustling leaves, and the occasional distant chime of a temple bell. Every step along the winding paths felt like a retreat from the noise of the modern world. One of the most memorable stops was Jianfu Palace, an ancient Taoist temple nestled at the base of the mountain. Its tranquil courtyard, shaded by centuries-old cypress trees, invited me to pause and reflect. The soft scent of incense filled the air as monks went about their daily rituals, their calm presence embodying the essence of Taoist philosophy. Walking through its halls adorned with intricate carvings and statues of Taoist deities, I felt a deep connection to the mountain's spiritual energy. Continuing upward, I reached the Tianxi Cave, the mountain's most significant Taoist site. According to legend, this is where Zhang Daoling, the founder of religious Taoism, practiced and spread his teachings. The cave and surrounding temples are filled with sacred relics and inscriptions that speak to the profound history of Taoism. After the bustling energy of Beijing, my journey took me to the serene and breathtaking Lijiang River, a place of natural wonder that has inspired poets, painters, and travelers for centuries. Flowing through the heart of Guangxi province, this iconic river winds its way through some of China's most dramatic karst landscapes, creating a scene so picturesque it feels like stepping into a traditional Chinese scroll painting. Starting my journey in Guilin, I boarded a small river cruise that would take me along the most scenic stretches of the Lijiang River. As the boat glided gently through the calm waters, the towering limestone peaks began to rise around me, their jagged shapes reflected perfectly in the emerald green river. It was as if nature itself had sculpted these mountains with an artist's hand, creating a landscape both surreal and serene. One of the highlights of the journey was passing the Nine Horses Fresco Hill, a famous cliff face where natural patterns in the rock resemble 9 galloping horses. The boat guide shared the legend of how even emperors struggled to count all 9 horses, adding a touch of mystery and folklore to the experience. I found myself marveling not only at the beauty of the scene, but also at the stories that have been woven into this place over time. As we approached the small town of Yangshuo, the scenery became even more magical. The karst peaks seemed to grow taller and more numerous, their shapes mirrored in the water, creating a dreamlike symmetry. Fishermen in traditional bamboo rafts floated by, some with their trained cormorants perched at the ready, a sight that felt like stepping back in time. Their quiet presence added to the timeless charm of the river, a reminder of how deeply intertwined life here is with the Lijiang. Arriving in Yangshuo, I was enchanted by the town's laid-back vibe and the way it seemed to blend seamlessly with the surrounding natural beauty. Exploring on foot, I wandered through its bustling markets, where local crafts, teas, and snacks offered a glimpse into the vibrant culture of Guangxi. From Yangshuo, I hopped on a bike to explore the nearby Yulong River Valley, where winding paths through rice paddies and ancient villages brought me even closer to the region's tranquility. After the vast landscapes of Inner Mongolia, my journey brought me to Hangzhou, a city often described as heaven on earth. Nestled along the southern banks of the Yangtze River Delta, Hangzhou is a place where natural beauty, cultural heritage, and modern charm come together in perfect harmony. From the moment I arrived, I understood why poets, emperors, and travelers throughout history have fallen in love with this enchanting city. heart of Hangzhou is undoubtedly West Lake, a serene and picturesque haven surrounded by willow-lined walkways, lush gardens, and misty hills. As I walked along its shores early in the morning, the tranquil waters mirrored the surrounding pagodas and bridges, creating a scene straight out of a classical Chinese painting. The air was filled with the soft scent of lotus flowers and the gentle sound of traditional zither music from a nearby pavilion added to the atmosphere. One of the highlights was taking a traditional wooden boat ride across the lake. Gliding through the still waters, I marveled at the three pools mirroring the moon, small stone pagodas rising from the lake that have become a symbol of Hangzhou's timeless beauty. As the boatmen shared tales of Westlake's legends and history, I felt immersed in the romance and mystique that have made this place so iconic. Exploring the surrounding area, I visited the Lingyan Temple, one of China's most famous Buddhist temples. Nestled in a forested valley, the temple's name means Temple of the Soul's Retreat, and it truly felt like a place of peace and reflection. The intricately carved statues of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas inside were awe-inspiring, while the nearby Feilai Peak, with its ancient stone carvings of Buddhist figures etched into the cliffs, added a touch of mystery and history to the visit. Hangzhou is also renowned for its tea culture, and no visit would be complete without a trip to the Longjing tea plantations, home to the famous Dragonwell green tea. Walking through the terraced fields, I could see workers carefully plucking tea leaves by hand, a tradition passed down for generations. Sitting in a tea house overlooking the fields, sipping freshly brewed tea, and listening to the rustling leaves was an experience that embodied the essence of Hangzhou: simplicity, elegance, and a deep connection to nature. After the majestic views of the Longsheng rice terraces, my journey brought me to Longjing village, nestled in the lush hills of Hangzhou, Zhejiang province. Known as the birthplace of the world-famous Dragon Well, Longjing tea, this charming village offers not only the finest green tea, but also a tranquil escape into the heart of China's tea culture. As I entered the village, I was greeted by rolling hills covered in neatly manicured tea plantations. The emerald green tea bushes seemed to stretch endlessly, their rows forming elegant patterns on the slopes. The air was filled with the fresh, earthy aroma of tea leaves, a scent that immediately set the tone for a serene and immersive experience. The heart of Longjing village lies in its tea fields, where generations of farmers have cultivated Dragonwell tea using traditional methods. Walking among the tea bushes, I saw farmers delicately plucking the tender leaves by hand, their skill and precision honed through years of practice. They explained that only the youngest, most vibrant leaves are selected to create the finest tea, a process that reflects the care and dedication of this craft. One of the most memorable moments was visiting a traditional tea house overlooking the fields. Here, a local tea master performed a tea ceremony, demonstrating the meticulous steps involved in brewing the perfect cup of Dragonwell tea. Watching her graceful movements and listening to her stories about the history of Longjing tea made the experience deeply enriching. When I finally sipped the tea, its fresh, nutty flavor and silky smooth texture were unlike anything I had ever tasted, a true reflection of the land it came from. Exploring the village, I discovered its quaint charm. with narrow stone pathways winding through clusters of traditional houses. Many of the homes double as tea shops, where villagers warmly invite you to sample their tea and learn about their family's unique production methods. I couldn't resist bringing back a pouch of freshly harvested Longjing tea as a souvenir, a piece of the village to cherish and share. Beyond the tea fields, Longjing village is surrounded by natural beauty. A short walk took me to Juxi scenic area, where streams meander through bamboo groves and waterfalls cascade over moss-covered rocks. The harmony between the tea culture and the natural environment was palpable, creating a sense of peace that felt restorative and grounding. Shanghai, China's largest and most cosmopolitan city, is a dynamic metropolis where history and modernity blend seamlessly. Situated along the Yangtze River Delta, this global financial hub is known for its futuristic skyline, colonial-era architecture, and vibrant culture, making it one of the most exciting destinations in the world. One of the city's most iconic areas is the Bund, a waterfront promenade showcasing European-style buildings that reflect Shanghai's colonial past. Across the Huangpu River, Pudong dazzles with its towering skyscrapers, including the Shanghai Tower, Jinmao Tower, and Oriental Pearl Tower, offering breathtaking views of the city. For a taste of tradition, Yuyuan Garden provides a glimpse into classical Chinese landscaping, with elegant pavilions, stone bridges, and serene ponds. Nearby, the city god temple and bustling Yuyuan Bazaar invite visitors to experience Shanghai's rich heritage and sample local delicacies like xiaolongbao, soup dumplings. Shanghai is also a hub of arts and entertainment. The Tianzifang and Xintiandi districts are perfect for exploring charming alleyways filled with boutique shops, art galleries, and stylish cafes. For a deeper cultural experience, the Shanghai Museum houses an impressive collection of ancient Chinese artifacts, from jade carvings to Ming Dynasty ceramics. As night falls, the city comes alive with dazzling lights and endless entertainment. Whether strolling along the Nanjing Road shopping district, taking a scenic cruise along the Huangpu River, or enjoying world-class performances at the Shanghai Grand Theatre, there is always something to discover. With its blend of old and new, east and west, Shanghai is a city that never ceases to amaze. It is a destination where tradition meets innovation, offering an unforgettable experience for every traveler. After the serene beauty of Zhujiagu, my journey led me to Xi'an, a city where the echoes of China's ancient past reverberate through bustling modern streets. Known as the starting point of the Silk Road and the ancient capital of multiple dynasties, Xi'an is a living museum, brimming with history, culture, and unforgettable sights. The highlight of my visit, and perhaps one of the greatest archaeological discoveries in the world, was the Terracotta Army. As I entered the excavation pits, I was awestruck by the sheer scale and detail of this ancient wonder. Thousands of life-sized warriors, horses, and chariots, each unique in expression and design, stood in silent formation. It was humbling to think about the craftsmanship and dedication that went into creating this army over 2,000 years ago to guard Emperor Qin Shi Huang in the afterlife. Walking among these statues felt like stepping back in time to an era of great ambition and innovation. But Xi'an is far more than just its terracotta soldiers. I explored the ancient city wall, one of the best preserved city walls in China. Walking or cycling along its 13-kilometer perimeter offered a unique perspective of the city, a juxtaposition of old and new, with traditional rooftops on one side and modern skyscrapers on the other. The wall, with its sturdy stone structure and watchtowers, serves as a powerful reminder of Xi'an's historical importance and its role as a fortress city. In the heart of Xi'an, I visited the Muslim Quarter, a vibrant hub of culture and cuisine. The streets were alive with the aroma of freshly cooked delicacies, the chatter of vendors, and the hum of visitors exploring this lively neighborhood. I couldn't resist sampling the local specialties: juicy lamb skewers, hand-pulled biang-biang noodles, and the famous rujiamo, often referred to as the Chinese hamburger. Each bite was a celebration of Xi'an's diverse culinary heritage, influenced by centuries of trade along the Silk Road. Another treasure of the city is the Big Wild Goose Pagoda, a majestic Buddhist structure that has stood for over 1,300 years. Climbing to the top of this iconic pagoda offered a panoramic view of Xi'an, while the surrounding gardens provided a peaceful retreat from the city's hustle and bustle. The history and spirituality of this site left a lasting impression on me. After the tranquil beauty of the Lijiang River, my journey led me to the serene Pujiaochan Temple, a hidden gem nestled amidst the rolling hills and lush landscapes of China. This Buddhist sanctuary, known for its harmonious blend of spirituality and natural beauty, offered a deeply meditative experience that felt like a retreat for the soul. As I approached the temple, its golden rooftops gleamed softly under the sunlight, contrasting beautifully with the vibrant green surroundings. The temple complex was shrouded in an aura of calm, with the distant sound of chanting monks and the gentle rustle of leaves adding to the atmosphere. Passing through the temple gates, I was immediately greeted by a large courtyard adorned with intricately carved statues of bodhisattvas, symbolizing wisdom, compassion, and enlightenment. The architecture of Pujiaochan Temple was a perfect blend of traditional Chinese elegance and Buddhist symbolism. The main hall, with its towering Buddha statue, surrounded by flickering candles and clouds of incense, was the centerpiece of the complex. As I stood there, the profound serenity of the space enveloped me, encouraging quiet reflection. The murals on the walls depicted scenes from Buddhist teachings, their vibrant colors and intricate details, telling timeless stories of compassion and spiritual awakening. Wandering deeper into the temple grounds, I discovered a peaceful Zen garden, where carefully raked gravel patterns mirrored the flowing energies of nature. The garden's stillness invited me to pause and simply observe. Each stone, plant, and ripple seemed placed with thoughtful intention, embodying the principles of balance and harmony. One of the highlights of my visit was climbing a nearby hill to the bell tower, which offered breathtaking views of the temple and its surrounding landscape. The gentle toll of the temple bell echoed across the hills, its deep, resonant sound carrying prayers and blessings to the heavens. From this vantage point, I could see the temple nestled harmoniously into its natural surroundings, a testament to the Buddhist ideal of living in unity with nature. During my visit, I also had the chance to join a brief meditation session led by the monks. Sitting cross-legged in the quiet hall, focusing on the rhythm of my breath, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace. The simplicity and mindfulness of the practice reminded me of the beauty in slowing down and being present. Before leaving, I stopped by the temple's tea pavilion, where I sipped on a warm cup of freshly brewed herbal tea while taking in the stunning view of the mountains. The tea, grown locally and infused with traditional Chinese herbs, was both refreshing and grounding, a perfect conclusion to my time at Pujiaoquan Temple. Beijing, the heart and soul of China, is a city that seamlessly blends ancient imperial history with cutting-edge modernity. As the nation's capital for centuries, it has been the center of power, culture, and innovation, with a legacy stretching back over 3,000 years. From magnificent palaces and sacred temples to towering skyscrapers and vibrant streets, Beijing offers an extraordinary journey through time. At the heart of the city stands the Forbidden City, a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the world's largest imperial palace complex. Once the home of Ming and Qing emperors, its golden rooftops, grand halls, and intricate courtyards tell stories of China's imperial past. Nearby, the vast Tiananmen Square, one of the world's largest public squares, is surrounded by historical landmarks such as the Mausoleum of Mao Zedong and the towering monument to the people's heroes, symbolizing China's revolutionary past. Another architectural wonder is the Temple of Heaven, where emperors once prayed for good harvests amidst beautifully symmetrical designs and lush gardens. Yet Beijing is not just a city of the past, it is also a modern powerhouse. The skyline is dotted with striking skyscrapers, including the China Zun Tower, the tallest in the city. Meanwhile, cultural districts like 798 Art Zone showcase contemporary art. And lively commercial hubs such as Wangfujing Street and Sanlitun offer world-class shopping, dining, and entertainment. The city's traditional hutongs, narrow alleyways lined with historic courtyard homes, provide a nostalgic contrast, preserving Beijing's old-world charm. For nature lovers and adventurers, a visit to the legendary Great Wall of China is a must. Just a short drive from Beijing, this awe-inspiring wonder stretches across rugged mountains, offering breathtaking views and a glimpse into China's military history. Other scenic retreats include Beihai Park and the Summer Palace, where tranquil lakes and classical Chinese gardens provide a peaceful escape from the city's bustling energy. Whether exploring imperial palaces, walking along ancient walls, or immersing yourself in Beijing's vibrant modern culture, the city captivates with its unique blend of past and future, making it one of the most extraordinary destinations in the world. After the narrow wonders of Yanjin County, my journey brought me to the heart of China's imperial past, the Forbidden City in Beijing. Standing before its towering crimson walls and golden rooftops, I was immediately transported back to a time of emperors and dynasties where power, mystery, and grandeur intertwined. This immense palace complex, once the exclusive domain of the Ming and Qing emperors, felt like a gateway to another era, brimming with history and untold stories. Crossing the stone bridge over the wide moat, I entered through the imposing Meridian Gate, the largest and most magnificent gate of the Forbidden City. As I stepped inside, I was struck by the sheer scale of the place. Spanning 180 acres, the Forbidden City is a labyrinth of courtyards, halls, and pavilions, each more stunning than the last. The symmetry and precision of its design were awe-inspiring, a reflection of the Chinese belief in balance and harmony. Walking through the grand courtyards and climbing the marble steps to the Hall of Supreme Harmony, I could almost hear the echoes of ceremonial drums and the whispers of palace intrigues. This hall, the largest and most important building in the Forbidden City, was where emperors held their most significant events, from coronations to state banquets. Standing in its shadow, I felt a profound respect for the craftsmanship that created such an enduring masterpiece. Hong Kong, a dynamic global city, is a captivating fusion of modern skyscrapers, rich traditions, and stunning natural landscapes. Located on China's southern coast, this vibrant metropolis is known for its iconic skyline, bustling streets, and deep-rooted cultural heritage, making it one of the most exciting destinations in the world. At the heart of Hong Kong is Victoria Harbour, where towering skyscrapers create a breathtaking panorama, best viewed from Victoria Peak, the city's highest point. A tram ride to the summit offers stunning vistas of the urban landscape and surrounding islands. In the evening, the Symphony of Lights show illuminates the skyline, transforming the harbour into a dazzling spectacle. Beyond its modern appeal, Hong Kong is steeped in history and culture. The city's spiritual side can be explored at Man Mo Temple, a serene retreat filled with burning incense, or at the Big Buddha on Lantau Island, an awe-inspiring bronze statue that symbolizes peace and enlightenment. Nearby, Tai O Fishing Village offers a glimpse into Hong Kong's traditional way of life, with stilt houses and fresh seafood markets. For shoppers, Hong Kong is a paradise, from luxury brands in Causeway Bay and Tsim Sha Tsui to bustling markets like Ladies Market and Temple Street Night Market. The city caters to every taste. Food lovers will be equally enchanted, as Hong Kong's culinary scene ranges from Michelin-starred restaurants to world-famous street food like dim sum, roast goose, and egg tarts. Nature lovers will also find beauty beyond the skyscrapers. The Dragon's Back Trail offers a scenic hike with panoramic ocean views, while the outlying islands provide tranquil escapes from the city's fast-paced life. Hong Kong's stunning beaches and lush country parks showcase its natural diversity. With its unique blend of East and West, tradition and innovation, Hong Kong is a city that never fails to impress. Whether you're exploring its cultural landmarks, savoring its diverse cuisine, or simply marveling at its skyline, Hong Kong offers an unforgettable experience at every turn.